Ruchi, inform others to join. You're in the group. You say class started. See, we need to discuss about teaching and learning process, diversity, and other factors. So now we are going to discuss about it. So now look here. India is a land of diverse languages and majority of Indian uses a number of different languages. So when somebody will be discussing about you about different languages and different contents, you need to understand one thing. According to National Curriculum Framework to 2005, that is multilingualism is constitutive of the identity of child and a typical feature of Indian linguistic landscape. So here one very important part is there, you must remember this section. Like when we are in a framework, when we are in a place where millions of people are there and they are exactly having a different scope, a different way of approach, a different way of speaking. So definitely that time it will be definitely a big challenge for a teacher to teach in that scenario. I hope you might have understood. So, majority of the Indian uses a number of different languages. According to NCF, multilingualism is one of the most important part. So, if somebody will be asking you this question, what is the meaning of multilingualism? The meaning of multilingualism is exactly using of multiple languages, using of multiple languages in one platform. This is called as multilingualism. Okay. So now we are going to go for the next one. So now look here. So this linguistic diversity should be used as a resource leading that is readily available as a classroom strategy and a goal by creative language teaching. So now today we are known for certain that bilingualism or multilingualism confers definite cognitive advantages. So definitely if somebody will be talking to you about like this, so definitely we must be knowing that ki multiple languages are there, multiple approaches are there. So if somebody will be means somebody will be having different type of languages, different type of content present there, so they will be using different substantive language and they will be speaking. That time it will become very difficult for us to have a communication. Are you understanding? So every child feels secure and expected by adhering to use of multiple languages as a source. So effective understanding and use of language enable the child to make connection between ideas, people and things and to relate to the world. So definitely here one language approach or more than one language approach. So more than one language approach is one of the most important part. So if somebody will be asking you that I am using only one language, see if I am knowing only Hindi, then definitely I will not be able to communicate to other part of the world. I will not be able to communicate to other people. So definitely my scope is now getting very much concise. So my scope is very concise. I will not be able to relate. I will not be able to talk to other people. So this is as a student for me also my approach is getting very very limited. So definitely so NCF is telling that okay fine, you should have to appreciate multilingualism. Multilingualism means one regional language what you people are speaking, that regional language has to be followed along with the regional language what you we are speaking, along with the regional language. Like where we are, just like I'm in Tamil Nadu, so definitely I must learn Tamil. I should be understanding Tamil, then I will be able to communicate with people. So not means Hindi I should be knowing, I should be knowing English, and whichever reason I will be there, little bit of content I should be knowing. So definitely this part is going to work. Understood? So importance of English language is there. So multilingualism is always important because the child will have a multiple doors open for them to communicate, to understand the idea. So just like in a class, a teacher came and the teacher is only knowing Hindi, and the teacher is not knowing Tamil, and the teacher is not so good versed in English. So definitely when that situation, when the teacher is only communicating in Tamil at that particular moment, the student if it is or only particularly communicating in Hindi, that particular moment it will be like very very problem. Understood or not? So definitely it is going to be problem. Just 1 minute. I hope you might have understood this one. So now we are going to importance of English language. So English in India is a global language. In the multilingual country, according to NCF, a variety and range of English teaching situations prevail. Here, owing to the twin factor of teachers' proficiency in English and a pupil exposure to English outside school, the goal of second language acquisition is attainment of basic proficiency in English and later development of language into an instrument of abstract thought and knowledge acquisition through literacy. So this much heavy words are there, but this much heavy words and different type meaning is there. So definitely this much heavy words are there, but meaning is very simple. So if somebody will be telling that ki, okay fine, English language is very important, yes, English language is very important. Why we should be emphasizing the student to learn English? Because see, one language actually they are knowing now, they are knowing their mother tongue, they are knowing their regional language. Then what is so important to speak English? So that becomes, see, there must be worldwide one connective language, so that when we are going outside, then we will have a better communication and you should not be lagged behind. That's the most important thing, and that's the most important content here to be remembered. So the goal of second language acquisition is attainment of basic proficiency in English, see, and later development of language into an instrument. So we need to understand this part. So if we are very good, well versed in English speaking means, we can have connectivity, we can have what you called a talk with those people who are exactly coming to us. So that is very very important. So if I will go anywhere, if I will go Africa, if I will go America, if I will go US, if I will go Sri Lanka or any other place, so maybe their regional language I will not be able to speak, but what one single language I will be able to communicate to is English. So that's what is the most important. So second language knowing, first major language knowing, second language knowing, third language knowing will make you multilingual, and that time your acquisition, your command in those states will be very very high. So understood or not? So we must understand that language diversity poses some challenges and opportunity to English instructors in India. More work, more effort are needed. All teachers should have the skill to teach English in a way appropriate to their situation and level, based on some knowledge of how language are learned. So major challenges of teaching English. So definitely this is a more important part. See, understand this section. See, if you are speaking English, okay, then English is not like a very difficult subject or something. The language is very difficult. See, many people, they're putting emphasis on grammar. So when they're putting emphasis on grammar means they're thinking that they are exactly going to discuss more of grammar. So definitely when they will be trying to speak means they won't be able to speak, because they're putting more effort on grammar. Got it. So definitely in full time when they will be speaking means they'll keep on rectifying their mistakes. They'll keep on checking, oh, I have used this grammar correct, that grammar correct. They'll never be able to speak English. So here grammatical error is one part of understanding and learning English. Understood? So we must speak to our content where it will be applicable. So major challenges of teaching English in India. Though India is a land of diverse language, teaching of English poses many problems in India. That's correct only. Overcrowded classroom generally reduce the teacher's ability to teach English effectively and pay personalized attention to the learner. That's one of the biggest leading problem. So personalized effort. So if a teacher, see, if in a class of 30 student, I will try to teach every single student English grammar and how to speak English proficiently, means I will definitely forget my English. So I have to first check that who is good, who is well versed, who is able to speak. And definitely if I will go and correct everyone's English, means I will forget my English. So definitely this is the problem faced by the teachers. The overcrowded classroom and their way of teaching English will definitely get impacted by the student, because they're coming from different communities, they're coming from different families. So some are coming from Gujarati families, some are coming from Tamil families, some are coming from this Telugu. So different regions are there, and all multilinguistic children are there. So definitely they will be creating, they will have, they will have they will have this type, they will have this type of efforts. So definitely they will be creating an impact, they will be creating an understanding. So they will try to let you go like different level when you will try to teach. So this is crowded classroom environment should be congenial and permissive to enable people to hear or see or use English. So nowadays what we are doing, we are using audio video mode. Okay, so now audio video mode will be there. Now what they are doing is the teacher understood that कि भाई I will not be able, मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा भाई, इंग्लिश तो ना पढ़ा पाएंगे हम, इतने सारे बच्चे हैं और इतने बच्चों के साथ अगर हम बैठ गए तो 100% तो मेरा कहानी खत्म हो जाएगा। तो उस सिचुएशन में क्या कर सकते हैं हम, बच्चों को लेकर के अगर हम साथ में बैठा करके कुछ खुद से पढ़ाने गए तो खुद से स्टोरी सुनाए तो आधा बच्चा इधर सो जाएंगे, आधा बच्चा उधर सो जाएंगे, स्पेसिफिकली डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस के साथ। तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, वहाँ पे कुछ वीडियो लगा दें, कुछ ऑडियो लगा दें, कुछ ऑडियो वीडियो के साथ रोक रोक करके वीडियो को, ऑडियो वीडियो मोड को रोक रोक करके एक बार दिखा करके समझा करके, दिखा करके समझा करके उनको हम पढ़ा सकते हैं। ये एक मोड हम अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, समझ में आया? तो one mode we can apply like that. So this is one thing. Now except in cities, learner have rare occasion to see or use English beyond the local sign board. The English language teaching needs a new and functional environment, and it may be hard to have 100% now. So we are where we are going to speak English. First to understand, in a classroom where teacher is teaching English, okay fine, somewhat ma'am, can I go to restroom, can I drink water, this few words we are using, okay fine. And in literature type reading we are speaking, sometimes we are trying to communicate here, we are trying to communicate, and that time communication is okay fine, this much communication is over. But in home if you will go, your mother is speaking Hindi and you will speak English, so definitely that time one small thing will be there, that small thing will be, one hand will run towards you and fight, and she will say that you are trying to prove me that you are knowing English. So that time your English or English everything will join together. So definitely any relatives will come in your family, they will be speaking some language, and they will be speaking some language, and they will be, are you understanding? So they will be speaking some language and they will be trying to communicate to you at that particular moment. You will not be. So English where we are using? Yes, English where we are using? We are just using when we are reading a newspaper maximum. When you are reading a newspaper maximum you are using English, or when you are communicating with some people, those who don't know how to, means like a person who is knowing other language and not understanding your language, then definitely there should be one common language. So that time you are speaking English to communicate. But if you will go in your home and with your mother you will try to speak in English, means one big hand will come and run towards you, and they will say that okay fine, for this only I am letting you study. So definitely that time it will become problem, huh? So foreign countries, yes, when we are going and communicating, see, strangers, outsiders, multi, where other regions, if I will go Gujarat, or if I will go some regions like south regions, when I'm coming here, so I can't communicate because Telugu is there, Malayalam is there, Tamil is there. Tamil somewhat we can understand, and Tamil somewhat we try to. Miss, these many years I'm here, so somewhat I'm listening very nicely, and after that I'm communicating in English. So that's what the problem is, because if I will try to speak in what you call Tamil, miss, after that I will be in jail. So definitely, because I will speak something and it will hurt them sentiments of person, so better I will be listening. I listen and then I try. Understood? So that's something very very permissive of my side, and that's something which is exactly going to lead me to do this work. Okay, so now next part is lack of study material in another challenge for English. Yes, teaching in India. So definitely, see, when we study mathematics means there must be a good teacher to teach mathematics. Means see, I'm a mathematician, so I can say that if I'm teaching mathematics means I know all the formulas, then only I'm going to teach. So I should have all the specific things with me, then only I will be able na. Otherwise how I'm going to teach? So 100% I should be having all the formulas and all. So a teacher who is teaching English should be well versed with grammar, and she should be knowing some tricks to teach the students in a very simple way. So teaching English and teaching what you call the regional languages are always a challenge, because you should have a very proper book with you. So if that proper book is with you means you will be able to speak. Otherwise how it is possible? Not at all possible. So that time you will be definitely killing the language and killing the student, and you will become the god, because you are not at all giving that percentage. So definitely the problem will be exactly coming in both the ways. So definitely, when you will be teaching a particular subject, you should have good 2 3 books which can help you to channelize. You should become a bridge for the student, don't become a hammer for the student. See, why I'm telling you you should be bridge means the communication should be well versed, and it should be very easy for the student to understand. Come on. So if I am understanding English means I will be speaking English in such a way so that the student will find it very easy to communicate to. But if I am using very heavy languages, and if my English is wrong means 100% all the people, those who will be hearing, they will also be. See, this is just like passive and active speaker. So if you are seeing someone's English is very bad, so you keep on hearing that English, you know what will happen? One time will come, you will forget your English 100%, and you will be actually implementing some of the content which you are hearing from those people who are speaking wrong English. So this is exactly happening. So the teachers are just the mirror for the students. What you will do, they will mimic you and they will learn from you. So make sure that your English should be well versed, your English should be well corrected by you, so that you will not impact the other people. So that's the most important point here. So now lack of study material is another challenge. So many challenges are there at the time when we are speaking English. First challenge when we are speaking English is overcrowded classrooms are there. And overcrowded classrooms means many students are there, all will be different languages speaking. Teacher is speaking English, teacher dead, students are also dead, because all people are exactly speaking to some new language, or communication is there in English. So better you show them some movies or something which is in English, and you pause it and tell this is exactly how to communicate. First, communication should be good. If you are very good in communication in English now, 110% you will be able to teach properly. Communication should be good. So stand in front of a mirror and speak in English. That's it. You will learn English. So school environment should be congenial and permissive. Yes. So the thing here is, inside the classroom, when your teacher is teaching English, that time I'm speaking English. The moment I went outside the classroom, I'm the biggest rowdy. I'm using all my languages, whatever I'm knowing. So definitely it is not going to be good now. But what we are doing, we are understanding that okay, this much language speaking is better for me. I will be knowing only this much English is okay for me. After this, if I will learn the English means I will have diabetes. So definitely this is not. So I am reading the sign language nicely in English means I know English. So that's not actually is also good. So the teacher should be first telling these things are there. So occasional English should be not there. So the school has to first teach the student that not only inside classroom campus, you should be outside also using English. Everywhere where you are going, you should be using English as a way of communication. Now see, public is there now. Just understand one thing. You went for buying vegetable to one person, that person is speaking in Hindi, you will speak in English, that person will definitely will kick you out of the shop. So where we are going to use English, this is also the biggest problem now, where people will be there who is also communicating in English, means you can communicate out, but where there is no environment, you are going outside, means people are speaking regional language, there you cannot cannot use English as a communication, because all will turn and look at you, and they will think that okay, one alien has come. Initially, I faced this in Tamil Nadu. When I came here, it was very difficult for me. Now, though, sometimes I'm trying to speak. Okay, so now lack of study material is another challenge for English. Here, I will say lack of study material for Tamil is very difficult for me to teach, understand Tamil. Okay, I am not having problem with English. I'm having problem with speaking Tamil. I will listen Tamil, but when I will speak, I have to speak this, I will speak this one. So definitely after that, people will be giving me a sarcastic look, and I will be fine. Next time I should not speak Tamil. So like this only happening if a student is trying to speak in English. They try to speak, they try to communicate, but when the meaning comes very wrong, the meaning comes very wrong, means the public will watch at sorry, look at you, and that look will definitely kill you from inside. And that particular moment, what we are doing, okay, fine, better not to communicate. In Maharashtra, you are facing the same problem. In Maharashtra, I think most of the people, they are speaking English now. Is the English speaking problem, or English they are understanding or not? They're understanding English or not? Oh, they knew Maharashtrian language. See, that is the problem. See, all that is not their fault. Also, see, we cannot expect everybody to see. They speak preferring Marathi here also. Now, if I'm going to buy vegetable and their language is Tamil and I'm speaking English, means they will also try to help me. It's not like the people are not trying to help me. They are definitely trying to help me. More or less, what they are doing is they are smiling. Okay, fine, this alien is not doing anything. But the thing here is, this is the problem here, means not only here, in rest of the part of the world also you are going, everywhere it is a problem, where your language and other person language is exactly not going to be interactive. The communication gap will be there, understanding will be totally going somewhere, speaking will be totally going somewhere. You are understanding something, person is saying something. So definitely English is somewhere killed, and language is also killed, everything is killed, and more or less fight will come. So that's the normal thing, and this is always happening. But your emotions are different, you are speaking different, and the person who is listening you is not understanding what you want to communicate to. That's the problem. Understood? So even and yes, accent of English is very important. Now accent means what? Accent means how you are communicating English. See, Ruchi, understand one thing. When we speak, the communication should be simple, the communication should be formative, and the communication should be well received by the person. See, I'm speaking something, I'm blabbering something, but the person is not understanding. Here, gap came. And the moment gap came, understanding will never be there, learning will never be there. That's the biggest problem here. So that every place people are suffering with. So only CBSE is telling that at least 2 to 3 language a person should know, so that communication should never be stopped. See, I'm here now. If I will go in Sri Lanka, if I will go in Pakistan, if I will go in other part of the world, that that place I have to struggle a lot, because their people will refer to speak their own language. And why they will change their language? Just because I'm coming from other part of the world, they should speak their own language, because that is their mother tongue, and we have to respect their mother tongue. This is one thing we must do now. But how to communicate to them? So there must be one channel, there must be one link, so that our language and their language should not come as a clash. It should become a bridge, and English is exactly going to work as a bridge in this situation. Understood? So that we cannot be able to communicate? No, we can be able to communicate, we can be able to talk, and we can be able to talk in a well versed manner. That's the most important thing everybody has to understand here. Understood? So now faculty reading habit among learner, sorry, faculty, sorry, I'm saying faculty, faulty. See, this is my English today. So, faulty reading habit among learner pose a major challenge for teachers. Definitely, now. See, if I am put, but I am writing put, that's wrong, now. So here cat. When we are saying cat, simple. So when pronunciation is exactly changed. So when pronunciation will be, when somebody will be talking different pronunciation, it will become more challenging to understand what the person is speaking. Correct, now? So I'm using the word lethal. Lethal is something. Somebody will say lethal. Lethal means no, I will be definitely dead because I have to take out dictionary. So you cannot ask that person, hey, come on, can you say the spelling what you're saying? And if you are ask spelling means definitely that person will divorce you same moment. Why? Because first is English problem, second is spelling problem, third is communication understanding problem. So these are many, one by one, one by one, that person will lose interest in listening you. Correct, now? So this, there are certain things which must have to be understandable here. So many things are there. This is one of the major problem everybody is facing. Kavya, hi Kavya. So now this is something which is going to be problem. So understand this. So faulty reading habit among learner pose a major challenge for teacher who have to teach English to them. Some students read by putting fingers on the word, which hinders their concentration. Some children move backward rather than going forward, and many times they read in a low murmuring sound. Yes, so definitely when they will be 6 o'clock, so when they will be 6 or 7, like that only. So definitely when they will be hearing you, they will be exactly, see, you are continuously listening some person, and I told 6 o'clock, 6:30 maximum. I'll teach in morning only. Okay, Mata, morning only I said na. Go Mata, go inform everyone. Bye bye. So now listen. So definitely sometimes learning English can be problem for students, or English has a vast vocabulary along with numerous, that is homophones and phrases. So definitely I will use the word phrase. Somebody will use the word phrase. Definitely phrase and phrase with poem phrase died. Understood? Spelling mistake. So definitely how you pronounce it, the pronunciation. In fact, first word is pronunciation. When we are saying that pronounce it, no, pronunciation it, pronunciate it. So definitely when we are speaking English, many of the time we are not minding our way of speaking. That is also creating. So some people will be saying teacher. Someone, a teacher. So definitely when you will be speaking the word, the way you are pronouncing big things, like big event. Some people will say, hey, it's a big event. Now, it's a big event. So definitely when you will put more emphasis, things will sound different. And once the homophone will be coming different, understanding will totally become different. So definitely, see, most probably the problem will come where? The problem will come when you will be speaking in phone. You will speak something, person will understand something. If you are trying to communicate in English, you are also a beginner, that person is also a beginner. Story over. So now, so many words are often not pronounced the way they are written in English. Teachers has to find out a way to teach correct spellings. So yes, I told you that the major challenges in speaking English is language pronunciation plus spelling. So spelling is one of the things. Oh, one simple one was nature. So nature, nature it will become. So definitely future, future it will become future. So definitely when we speak English, the most important thing is the language has to be spoken with the correct pronunciation. It's not only for language, sorry, it's not only for language, sorry, English. It is for all the language. It is for Hindi also. See, what is the meaning of this in Tamil also? When I'm speaking Tamil means I know that my pronunciation is killer. I'm speaking something by saying, you know what, when I'm speaking Tamil, the Ruchi, I'm looking the person face, you know what, with very curious eyes. Which if the person is not, आज क्या हुआ है तुझे means क्या हुआ? So the person I'm looking the face of that person. After few seconds, if the person will show anger means I am understanding that okay fine I said something wrong is there. Okay. So exam oriented the English language learning syllabus is created wholly for examination point of view. So definitely literature part will be totally oriented with literature speaking, correct na? So one story will be there. In that story we are reading that part. See, why literature is there along with grammar, you might be seeing that literature is also there. So literature and grammar are added together. So when literature and grammars are added together, it is exactly going to be a wholesome. Why? Because grammar will rectify the way you are speaking, communicating, and literature will let you speak. So these two things are doing parallel work. Okay. I am not dead. Actually, problem is today lots of messages are coming. Continuous messages are coming. So definitely this problem is coming. Definitely this problem is coming, and see, because students are having exams, so when they are having exam means they remember me more after that. Who is Khushbu ma'am? Understood. So now look here. So exam oriented learners ability also affect teaching of English 100% now. So this ability is also going to affect. How ability is going to affect? Teachers ability will be affected by learning. So definitely when you write literature, this is very important. I'm saying, like, I told a story to you, means like one cat was there, one dog was there, this was a story written. After that they ask some questions, and then in that phrases now, how we used to study English is ki, like some hard words are there, we used to underline the word, we used to spell the spelling again and again, again and again, again and again. And then once understanding means we the teachers used to say that, hey, use this language again, use this word again and again, then only it will be exactly applicable. And this is exactly the way. So examination is very important, and learner ability also affect teaching of English. So how much fast the learner is learning, that much fast you can finish. If the learner is not understanding, that means you will be always in the grassroots level, and you will always be teaching that again and again. I hope you might have understood. So always you will be teaching it again and again, and it will never be ending. Okay. So this is some of the most important thing. So teaching these children pose a major challenge to the teacher. That's correct only. Suggestions for teacher English in a diverse classroom. So what suggestions we are going to give to the teachers? Suggestions for teaching English in a diverse classroom. So what and all suggestions we can give? Appreciating the individuality of each student is important. That's very important. See, a person is trying to speak in English, what you can do, you can always see, don't underestimate that person. This is first thing. You need to keep on appreciating the person. Okay, you tried, so you have to listen that person with patience. Okay, so if you will go and try to change, hey, your English is this bad, your English is that bad, you need to be a very good listener. Understood? So as a teacher, you need to listen. If a person is trying to speak in English, and the person will keep on trying to speak in English, and you should be listening that person very confidently, and you should be listening that person like, fine, you are doing correct, you are going good. Understood? So you are doing good, you are doing correct. So these things are some things where you have to change, you have to change the way the people are exactly going on. So definitely it is going to be changing the thing. So when you will be in that mode where you are speaking English, you need to keep on changing the people by letting them speak, by not stopping them. Don't stop them. You let them speak. This is the one thing. So let them speak is an important, while generalizing that is sensities used to important differences between groups and each, and let them speak. How much that person is speaking. Okay, so that time you need to keep on helping the person to speak in English. So this will definitely add some positive points. This will definitely add some positive points, and it will be like, fine, this is good. I hope you might have understood this one. So the teacher should make extra effort to eradicate socio-physical, that is socio-psychological problem of the student, motivating them and giving them some responsibilities. Okay, extra effort to eradicate socio-psychological problems of the student, motivating them. So definitely, each people, I believe, is not coming from the same community. Each people are coming from different community, different languages are there. So multiple languages are there at that particular moment. If you will be speaking what language you are speaking is, your other people are not understanding that particular moment. What will happen, you will come for a hold, that person will also come for a hold. So there should be some language, so that language should be making a bridge between you and the person, and you both will be able to communicate it properly. That's called as a filling the bridge. Okay, so now interaction session between teacher and the student should be more. Yes, interaction session should be there. See, if you are speaking, the student is listening, but you are only speaking, you are only speaking from your side. The person for whom you are speaking, that person is only listening. So that particular moment, it is a stoppage. So let the person also speak, and then you will understand that the person has understood or not. So for better understanding, the communication should be from both the sides. It should not be only from your side, or it should not be from the other side. And you should be humble enough to speak in that tone where the student should not feel that, okay, fine, I did something mistake. So if at the time of speaking English, the student is doing some mistake, you should not be stopping that person. Hey, you stop, you said wrong. No, let him speak, let her speak, and let us speak to that level. Okay, fine, let her, and say that, hey, you tried a lot, next time you can do this type of changes when you are speaking. In this way, you have not hurt that person also, and you have not insult the person, might have not felt insulted also, and the person is exactly now feeling motivated also. So I hope this is exactly very important. So teacher should always try to converse in English with the learner. One should keep talking with student about day to day things. The children will learn to converse once icebreakers are done. Yes, this is exactly, this event is called as icebreakers. Why this event is called as icebreaker? Icebreaker means what is the meaning of icebreaker here? It will break the monotonity. Monotonity means, okay, I can't speak English. This is the common perception of every individual. Means they think like, okay, I can read English, I can write English, but I cannot speak English. So this is an ice setup inside the mind of the person. But if you will keep on talking with that person, then the person will try to, because the person don't have any other option left, the person has to speak in English. And the moment the person will start speaking in English, one stage will come, the person will break that ice, and the person will start communicating with others also in English. That person itself will not know, but hearing you again and again talking in English, the person itself becomes so well versed that the person will try to speak with others in English very fluently. No problem is coming. So that's exactly called as breaking the ice. So definitely, if you'll keep on talking with the student English, and you keep on encouraging them, one stage will come when the student will go with other student and talk in English. And whenever they will go to represent school or some functions or somewhere, they'll definitely talk in English to that level where that person English will be exactly coming as a very commanding one. I hope you might have understood this one. So this is something which is very very important. This which is something which is very very important, and it should be noted, it should be learned. Okay, Now, teachers should use different teaching methods like group discussion, collaborative learning, fun activities to meet the variety of learning needs. 100%. This is exactly again one more plus point. This is again one more plus point, and I will say that. Okay, fine. So, teachers should use different teaching methods like group discussion, collaborative learning, fun activities to meet the varieties. Like, okay, today essay writing is there. Everybody should write essay, and after writing the essay, so everybody will write essay. Till then, don't say that, students, that hey, after reading, then after they have written, five people have written essay, then you take that essay, you take that statement and tell them to read. So definitely it will enhance both writing and learning and speaking, so everything will be exactly changed. So error made by learners like English, what and all are the errors? At all proficiency level, learner produce language that is not exactly the language used by native speakers. Some of the errors are grammatical, while other involve vocabulary selections and mistake in the selection of language appropriate for different context. You know what, many people said that when I'm going in north and speaking English now, many people are telling in your speaking south essence is coming. I don't know why they are telling like this, but many people that they're telling that first you were not speaking English like this. Nowadays, it is looking like you're coming from South and speaking English. So definitely, this when I heard this, so first time I was like, if I know how that person is telling me like I'm coming from South and speaking, maybe that person is knowing that I came from south and I'm speaking English, but after that they're telling, no, first you were not speaking English like this, first your English was not like this, now it has changed a lot. So definitely, because you're coming from south and the south accent is quite different from that north part. So definitely, because the way the speakers are speaking, when you will be there, the in south also, if you will be talking to some people, means definitely it will create a little variations, little difference will be coming, because what you are hearing, that you are learning and that you are speaking. Understood? So that's exactly the bridge that is coming. Okay. So now, responding to student communication, teachers need to be careful not to focus on error corrections, as it deter confidence and communication process of learner. So definitely it will be like a bridge. So when a person is speaking wrong English, rather than putting knife on their English, you just try to be very gentle and bring a bridge for them to speak proper English. Okay, so I hope this class was very effective for those and dyslexia and other diseases. And then question answer session I'm going to do tomorrow. Question answer session I'm going to start, Ruchi. This is for paper 1. Okay, so I'm wrapping up the class right now here only. I hope the class was okay, informative. I tried to explain more factors related to it. आज क्या हुआ है तुझे? मुझे क्या होगा? कुछ किया क्या मैंने? मैंने कुछ किया क्या आज? रुचि? I did anything? Lot of English public. When we start teaching, hey, I'm a mathematician, boss. Yeah, in between, lots of messages were coming today. So I was like, because day after tomorrow, 12th is having maths exam. So according to their preference, they're setting the timings. So I was thinking like, "Okay, should I set their timing?" In between, I had to message them and say that let me finish the class. After that, only I'm going to come. So in between, I was like forgetting this thing, that thing, mix up. So when mix up is coming, means 100% story over. Like that only situation was there for me. But I hope it was not too much. Haruchi? Fine. So tomorrow we will bridge up the concept from the same place. Okay? Huh? Too much? It was too much? Huh? It was too much? Okay, tomorrow I will mind it. Nicely, I will mind it. Oh, not too much. Then it is okay. Okay, okay. Bye bye, Ruchi. Good night.